अनंत कोटि वैष्णववृंद की जय। नामाचार्य हरिदास ठाकुर जी की जय। श्रील प्रभुपाद की जय। Hare Krishna, dear devotees, I welcome you all to Bhakti Sangha Japa conference call. Thank you all so much for joining for today's mid-morning session. This is Shivani from Ashburn, Virginia. Let us move to the next part of the session. Today's class will be given by His Grace Govardhan Giri Prabhuji on Sri Caitanya Bhagavata Antya Khanda verse 9.194 onwards. May I know who have joined this morning?
Hare Krishna, Shivani Mataji. Please accept my humble obeisances. All glories to Srila Prabhupada and all the assembled devotees. This is Indulekha Karna Devi Dasi. Hare Krishna Mataji. Today, I think, is Wednesday. So it will be Srikanth Krishna Prabhuji. And he'll be doing the verses from 180 to 193.
180. Thank you so much, Mataji. Srikanth Prabhuji.
Hare Krishna, Shivani Mataji, Dandavat Pranam to you and all Vaishnava. Srila Prabhupada, Srila Gurudev ki jai. Vrinda.
Hare Krishna, Hindu Mata, Hindu Karuna, Hindu Mataji, please accept my humble obeisances. Thank you for joining, giving a beautiful association. All glories to your services, Mataji. Srila Prabhupada ki jai, Guru Gauranga ki jai. Welcome to the call, Mataji. Hare Krishna, thank you so much. Hare Krishna, Vrinda Gopika Mataji, please accept my humble obeisances. Thank you for joining every single day and giving your sweet association. Srila Prabhupada ki jai, Guru Gauranga ki jai. Welcome to the call, Mataji. Hare Krishna.
Hare Krishna, Mataji. Pranam, our glories to Srila Prabhupada, Guru Maharajas, and all the assembled Vaishnavas. This is Kirtila Sundari Dasti. Thank you, Mataji, for your services. Thank you, Indulekha Mataji, for the beautiful recitation. Hare Krishna.
Hare Krishna, please accept my humble obeisances. Kirtila Sundari Mataji. Thank you for giving me this opportunity to serve you all. All glories to your services and the beautiful classes. Shri Prabhupada ki jai, Guru Gauranga ki jai. Welcome to the call, Mataji. Hare Krishna. Thank you, Indulekha Mataji, for the beautiful Bhagavad Gita recitation. Hare Krishna. Hare Bol.
Hare Krishna Mataji, please accept my humble obeisances. All glories to Srila Prabhupada, Shri Guru and Shri Gauranga and all the assembled devotees. This is Yashamati Priya Devi Dasi from Chicago. And all glories to your services, Mataji.
Hare Krishna, Yashamati Mataji, please accept my humble obeisances. Thank you for joining every single day and giving a sweet association. All glories to your services, Mataji. Welcome to the call. Shri Prabhupada ki jai, Guru Gauranga ki jai. Hare Krishna. Hare Krishna, dear devotees. Once again, I welcome you all to Bhakti Sangha Japa conference call for today's mid-morning session. I would like to start by sharing a quote by Srila Prabhupada ji. Nowadays, people are very fond of diving within the water and swim. This has become a fashion. So next life, they are going to become fish. Yes, if you at the time of death, if you think of that, how to swim very nicely within the water, that means next life, nature will give you a fish life. You get that? You get it? That's God's mercy. Why you artificially try to become a fish? You become an actual fish. That's nature's gift. Melbourne, April 22nd, 1976. Shri Prabhupada ki jai. Hare Krishna, dear devotees. We are very fortunate to have His Grace Srikanth Krishna Prabhuji to enlighten us on Sri Chaitanya Bhagavata Antya Khanda from verses 180 to 190. Hare Krishna, please accept my humble obeisances. Srikanth Krishna Prabhuji, thank you for giving us your valuable time. Hare Krishna, thank you for giving us your valuable time and association. Very happy to have you on the call and very eagerly to hear from you, Prabhu. Srila Prabhupada ki jai, Guru Gauranga ki jai. And now I hand over a call to you. Please take over. Hare Krishna.
Hare Krishna. Happy to be with all of you. Om Ajnanatimirandasya Jnananjanashalakaya Chiksurum Militam Yena Tasmai Sri Gurave Namaha. Namo Om Vishnupadaya Krishna Prashtaya Bhutale Srimate Bhakti Vedanta Swami Iti Namine Namaste Saraswati Deve Gauravane Pracharini निर्विशेषा शून्यवादी पाश्चात्य देशतारिणी जय श्री कृष्ण चैतन्य प्रभु नित्यानंद श्री अद्वैत गदाधर श्रीवासादि गौर भक्तवृंद हरे कृष्णा 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 हरे 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 राम 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 हरे 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 कृष्णा कृष्ण कृष्ण हरे 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 राम राम हरे 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 कृष्णा कृष्ण कृष्ण हरे 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 राम राम हरे 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 कृष्णा. We are in Chaitanya Bhagavatam, Antya Khanda, chapter 9, verse number 180 to 193. I just went through the previous slokas to understand the context. And while going through, I have noted down few questions. We'll have just a quick recap through few questions. What happened in the previous slokas. This is about the Chaitanya Mahaprabhu in Jagannath Puri and Advaita Acharya is also there. So these are the few leelas happened during that time. Lord Chaitanya asked one devotee, "Is my mother have any devotion?" By hearing this, the devotee became angry. Who is he? So Chaitanya Mahaprabhu asked, "Yes,
Damodar
Sachin." बोलिए. Tell.
Damodar Das.
Damodar Das. Okay. Almost correct. Little more refinement.
Damodar Pandit.
Correct. Damodar Pandita is the person who is very, very straightforward. He always corrects Chaitanya Mahaprabhu also. One widow and along with her son were coming to meet Chaitanya Mahaprabhu. At that time, Damodar Pandita became very angry. He told that everyone is thinking about who are you? All are. Then Chaitanya Mahaprabhu asked, what exactly happened? He tells, you are speaking with that widow's son. You are playing with him. People will rumor that you may have some affair with his mother. She is a widow, Brahmani. So then Chaitanya Mahaprabhu accepts that. Chaitanya Mahaprabhu tells him, you go to Navadvip and take care of Sachimata. He takes care of Sachimata and he comes back. At that time, Chaitanya Mahaprabhu took him to seclusion and inquired, is my mother have any devotion? By hearing that, he became once again angry. Damodar Pandit, he told that whatever, okay, he became angry. What is Damodar Pandit's reply for the above question? Is my mother have any devotion? What did he reply? Chaitanya Mahaprabhu asked, is my mother have any devotion? Then what is the answer of Damodar Pandit?
The devotion which
Go ahead, Prabhu.
हाँ
the
बोलिए.
devotion which you have is because of your mother.
He tells that whatever devotion you have, that is also by your mother's mercy. And you are asking whether she has any devotion like that. He inquires. And Chaitanya Mahaprabhu also teaching us. We generally inquire, how are you? How is that person? How is this person? Chaitanya Mahaprabhu is teaching, if the bhakti is there, then that person is good. So we need to inquire whether that person has devotion. How is your health? How is your wealth? All is not. How is your devotion? If the devotion is good, then you are good. If devotion is good, even a poor person is a millionaire. If devotion is not there, even billionaire is a beggar. So that is what Chaitanya Mahaprabhu is inquiring. What is the qualification to invite Lord Chaitanya to one's home for prasad?
100,000 name of Krishna Hari.
Laksheshwara. So
Yeah,
Chaitanya Mahaprabhu told,
Laksheshwar.
if any
Yeah, Laksheshwar name.
if any Brahmana want to invite me, anyone want to invite me, you need to be Laksheshwara. You should have 1 lakh. So they are telling we don't have 1,000 also. What to speak of lakh? Then Chaitanya Mahaprabhu told, no, I am speaking about the 1 lakh names, one who chants, that is 64 rounds. Then they all gave up their anxiety. They started chanting 64 rounds. Keshav Bharati says Bhakti is greater than Jnana. What reason he gives to support this? Chaitanya Mahaprabhu inquires his Guru Keshav Bharati. Is Bhakti is greater or Jnana is greater? He tells Bhakti is greater, but Sannyasi says that Jnana is greater. What is the reason you are saying Bhakti is greater? Then what is Keshav Bharati's reply?
Because of all the Mahajanas took the path of bhakti, they didn't took the path of jnana.
Yeah, Mahajanas practiced Bhakti. That's why Bhakti is greater. Very nice. You have answered all the questions. You are very, very nicely following the uh, classes happening here. We'll continue from the 180 sloka. Prabhu deki bhakta sabha adhika harishe gayena advaita nritya karena ullase. When the devotees saw the Lord, they sang with greater enthusiasm and the Advaita danced jubilantly. So one time Advaita Acharya told, today we will sing about the glories of Lord Chaitanya. Devotees are afraid because Chaitanya Mahaprabhu generally becomes angry. But Advaita Acharya is telling, no, today we should glorify only Chaitanya Prabhu, no other avatar. So then they are singing. At that time Lord Chaitanya came there. Even though Lord Chaitanya came there, previously they were afraid, but when Advaita Acharya told, they started singing. Now Lord Chaitanya came, but they are singing with great enthusiasm. Anande Prabhu re keha nahi kare baya sakshate gayena sabe Chaitanya Vijaya. In their ecstasy, the devotees did not become frightened, but continued chanting the Lord's glories in his presence. So they were not at all afraid. What Chaitanya Mahaprabhu may become afraid, Chaitanya Mahaprabhu may become angry, so we should stop singing. No, nothing. They continued their singing. Niravadi Dasya Bhave Prabhura Vihar Muyi Krishna Dasa Bhai Navalaye. Yet the Lord always enjoyed the mood of a servant and would say, I am Krishna's servant. He did not claim anything other than this. Only one Leela, Sapta Prahara Leela, that is 21-hour Leela, also called as Mahaprakash Leela. That is the only Leela where Chaitanya Mahaprabhu accepted his original Swarupa and accepted the Abhishek from the devotees and gave benedictions to the devotees. Other than that, he always in the mood of I am Krishna Das. So in that way, Chaitanya Mahaprabhu, he never accepted that he is the Supreme Lord. Whenever someone says also, you are the Supreme Lord, immediately he closes his ears and say, Vishnu, Vishnu, Vishnu. I heard something inauspicious, so I need to counteract it by speaking the auspicious names. Om Apavitra Pavitro Va Sarva Avastagatopi Va Yasmaret Pundarika Aksham Sa Bahya Abhyantara Suchi. So that in that way he chants Vishnu, Vishnu. We see some of the avatars, false avatars. One particular Baba in the South India, they wrote Sahasranam on his name and they glorify him. So one of the Madhva sannyasi asked him, how can you accept like that? Why are you accepting? They are all calling you as Supreme Lord and you are not saying anything. He told that actually I never told them. They are only speaking like that. But I am not able to stop them. So, although he never told them to call himself as Supreme Lord, but when they are calling, he is not stopping them. So, that is the uh, here we can see Sri Chaitanya Mahaprabhu, although he himself is the Supreme Lord, but since he came in the Bhakta avatar, so he always, whenever someone says like this, he immediately stops them. So it requires humility to tell, I am not the Supreme Lord. He na karo shakti na he sammuketa hane Ishvara kariya bali beka dasavine. No one had the power to stand before the Lord and address him as Ishvara rather than Dasa. Sammuke means face to face. No one has that uh, power, Shakti. Go and say in front of Lord Chaitanya, you are Ishwar, you are not rather than Das. Tatapiha sabi advaitera baladari gayena nirbhaya hayya Chaitanya Srihari. Still by the strength of Advaita, the devotees fearlessly glorified Lord Chaitanya. But today, because Advaita Acharya told, they are all Nirbhaya. Nirbhaya means they don't have any fear. And they started glorifying Lord Chaitanya. Shanikatakiya Prabhu Atmastuti Suni Lajjayena Paite Lagila Nyasimani. The Lord stood there for a moment, but on hearing his own glorification, he became somewhat embarrassed. So Chaitanya Mahaprabhu, he thought that all the devotees are doing kirtan. And he stood there for some time thinking that they are doing kirtan. Then he heard they are chanting Gaura Chandra, all those things. Immediately, he left that place. Sabha Siksha Ite Siksha Guru Bhagavan Vasaya Chalila Suni Apana Kirtan. To teach everyone, the Supreme Lord, who is the instructing spiritual master, then left that place for his own residence. So, Yadyad Acharati Shrestha Tatta Devetaro Jana Sayat Pramanam Kurute Lokastad Anavartate. So, whatever the Shresthas do, the common men follow. So, that's why Chaitanya Mahaprabhu also to teach others when we hear our own glories, what to do. So he immediately left that place. Of course, they are calling him as the Supreme Lord, uh, which is the highest glorification. He condemned that and left that place. Even otherwise, also, we should not be very eager to hear our own glories. Of course, sometimes as part of service, some Maharaj, maybe in Vyasa Puja, it is austerity for them, but they hear, or some senior devotee on their birthday, all are glorifying. So, just to inspire the devotees as an austerity, they accept it once in a year. Otherwise, we should not be very eager to hear our own glories. That is what Lord is teaching us. He left that place. Tadapi kaharo chitte na janmilla bhaya visheshe gayena aro chaitanya vijaya. Even then the devotees did not become frightened. Rather, they chanted with greater enthusiasm. Anande kaharo bahya nahika sarire sabe deke Prabhu ache kirtana vitare. They all became so absorbed in ecstasy that they lost external consciousness. Then they saw the Lord dancing in the kirtan. Matta praya sabe Chaitanya yashagaya suke sunne sukruti dukrije duktapaya. They all chanted the glories of Lord Chaitanya like madmen. The pious onlookers felt happy, while the impious onlookers felt distressed. So in that way, those who are pious people, they are happy hearing the glories of Lord Chaitanya, whereas impious duskruti, they felt dukkha, they are distressed. So that's why sometimes devotees inquire to teach the glories of holy name to the faithless person, to instruct a faithless person about the glories of the holy name. This is the 9th offense. The 10 offenses that we chant about the chanting. 9th one is instructing a faithless person about the glories of chanting. So many times devotees ask, we always give the glories of holy name to faithless people only. That so is it an offense? So faithless people are two types. One is innocent, another is envious. So most of us are also previously not having faith. Some of us may be born in devotee family or have that faith. But most of us were not having faith. That's why we were not chanting previously. But we are innocent. We are not hating the Lord. We are not hating the devotees. But there are envious people. They hate the Lord. They criticize the Lord. They criticize the devotees. If the instructions are given to them about the chanting the holy name, they become more envious. So then how to serve them? How to serve them is by not instructing them. By instructing them, we are causing more harm to them. We are increasing their envy and causing harm. So better not to teach. That's why it is an offense to teach faithless. Within faithless, innocent people can be taught, but the envious people should be avoided. Don't teach them. That is what the ninth. That's what here. Two types of people. Some of them felt happy, but some of them are envious. Sri Chaitanya Yese Prita Nahaya Yahar Brahmacharya Sanyaseva Ki Karyatahar. What is the use of being a sannyasi or a brahmachari if one is not attracted to the glorification of Lord Chaitanya? I think some of the people who are envious there, they are sannyasis and brahmacharis. That's why the next sloka, it is mentioned that what is the use of sannyasi or brahmachari if one is not able to. So my understanding all these days was the purport here mentions, I did not keep it in the PPT, but the Bhakti Siddhanta Saraswati Thakur writes, Brahmachari and the sannyasa ashrams are considered superior to the Grihastha and Vanaprastha ashrams. Yet being situated in superior ashram and have no love for glorification of the Lord is useless. So all these days, by reading Bhagavatam and by hearing the senior brahmacharis here in our temple, my understanding, brahmachari ashram is the lowest. Lowest means the feet of the Virat rope. So brahmachari ashram is actually supposed to serve all the other three ashrams. Here it is mentioned that brahmachari and the sannyasa ashram are considered superior to the grihastha and vanaprastha ashrams. Maybe it is in terms of the time, they have full time to dedicate to the service of the Lord. In that sense, it may be superior. But at the same time, Srimad Bhagavatam tells brahmacharis are the feet of the Lord. and Grostha, Vanaprastha, Sannyasi is the head of the Lord, head of the Virat Roop, that is what mentioned. So both the statements are true, and we need to accept it as per the context. Yehi matab varananda suke bhaktagan sarvakala karena sri hari sankirtan. In this way, the devotee is always engaged in congregationally chanting the name of Hari in transcendental ecstasy. ये सब आनंद क्रीड़ा पढ़िले सुनिले ये सब गोष्ठीते आसी आवो सेहा मिले. Whoever reads or hears about these blissful pastimes certainly attains the association of such devotees. So the Palastuti is mentioned here. What is the result of hearing this Leela? So all of you nicely heard and remembered the previous classes also. The Palastuti is mentioned here. They will attain the association of such devotees. Nritya Gita Kari Sabe Mahabhaktagan Ayelena Prabhure Kari Karite Darshan. While chanting and dancing in this way, all the devotees went to meet the Lord at his residence. So one of the thing that is mentioned Apana Kirtan. So Atmastuti Suni. So Atmastuti means self-glorification. So by hearing that, Lord Chaitanya left that place. That is how we need to be. He want to teach us also. It is mentioned that to teach others, Lord Chaitanya, when he heard the self-glorification, he left that place. We need to be also very careful. And Krishna also tells to Arjuna in the Mahabharata, I did not refer to the original Mahabharata, but from the beginning of my years of bhakti, I heard this Leela many times. And whenever the self-glorification comes, this Leela comes into my mind. This is what I heard. When Karna attacked Yudhishthira Maharaj, he was seriously injured and he went to the camp. When Arjuna heard about it, Arjuna also went to see Yudhishthira Maharaj, how is he doing. In between the war, he left and went to meet Yudhishthira Maharaj. But Yudhishthira Maharaj assumed that Arjuna killed Karna and came back. So then he started glorifying Arjuna for killing Karna. Arjuna clarified that I did not kill Karna, I just came to see you. Then Yudhishthira became angry and told, then what is the use of your Gandiva? Give it up. So, but Arjuna had taken a vow previously. Whoever tells me to give up the Gandiva, I will kill that person. So those times, the Kshatriyas, they are very, whatever the word they have spoken, they are very serious. It is not that I will speak many things and I don't take my own words seriously. It is not like that. So now Arjuna need to kill Yudhishthira Maharaj. So immediately he took the sword. Then Krishna entered and told, killing a person can be done either by killing the body or also by insulting. You can insult Yudhishthira Maharaj. So then Arjuna insults, because of you we are in the forest, because of you we lost the gambling match. So like that, many things he utters, and Yudhishthira felt very bad. After telling everything, then Arjuna, he tells that, now I did an offense to my elder brother. How can I speak to my elder brother? Now I want to commit suicide. So at that time, Krishna tells Arjuna another thing. Don't commit suicide. Glorify yourself. If you glorify yourself, that is also considered as the suicide only. So then Arjuna glorifies how he brought the Pasupatastra, how he won Draupadi, like that many things. Self-glorification is considered as suicide. That is the one thing that I heard from my beginning days. And also in the Srimad Bhagavatam, the Prudu Maharaj episode, this particular thing comes. I will just show you. In Srimad Bhagavatam, 4th canto, 15th chapter, the bards, the Vande Magadas, when they glorify Pruthamaras, he replies them, how can these praises be directed to me, as I have not displayed any of these qualities? So they started glorifying Pruthamaras. Then Pruthamaras tells, I have not yet displayed these qualities. How can you glorify them? I am afraid that your words might go wrong. If I do not display these qualities in the future, then you will incur sins. So you are telling me I am that, I am this. But in future, if I don't do all these things, then whatever you have spoken become lie. Telling lie is a sin. So even if I do whatever you have mentioned, even if I am able to do in the future, in my absence you may glorify me, but do not embarrass me by glorifying me in my presence. Don't glorify me in my presence. The Supreme Lord's pastimes should be sung in the assembly and not the glories of low person like me. A person with godly qualities would never have others praise him. What to speak of people who do not have those qualities? Even if someone has a good qualities, the qualities that devatas have, they also don't want to hear someone to praise them. What to speak of people who don't have those qualities? When people glorify someone for their future qualities and activities, it is just an insult. Only a fool would take it seriously. Real saintly person, people detest praise of themselves as if it were criticism of their abilities. I am not famous for my excellent activities. How can I foolishly engage others in praising me? So that is how here we can see Chaitanya Mahaprabhu uh, is also telling the same thing. He is not hearing the glories. So we should not hear our glories, or we should not speak the glories. Another thing is that comes in the Srimad Bhagavatam, Krishna tells Uddhava, Prutasya Aparikirtanam. It comes in the 11th canto, 11th chapter, 34 to 41. So Lord tells many things. One of them is the Krutasya Aparikirtanam. Krutasya Aparikirtanam means one's devotional activities, not advertising. Not advertising. One's Kirtana means glorifying. Parikirtana means completely glorifying. Aparikirtana means opposite. Do not advertise your devotional activities. So there are many things Lord tells Uddhava. One can give up the false pride and prestige by engaging in the following devotional activities. So many things are given. One should purify by seeing, touching, worshipping the serving, offering glorification of my deity, and celebrate Janmashtami, like that, go to the pilgrimages, do Ekadasi. One should faithfully and lovingly support installation of my deity and make flower garlands, flower gardens, fruit gardens for my service. So in that way, many things are mentioned. And in the end, also it is mentioned, a devotee should never advertise his devotional activities. Therefore, his service will not be the cause of false pride. So here also, Krishna is telling Uddhava, don't glorify your activities. Sudha Maharaj also telling that, don't glorify me. Even if you are doing, do in my absence, like that. So that's why we should not glorify our own devotional services, and we should not also hear the glories. That is what Lord Chaitanya is teaching here. But when we see someone is glorifying himself or herself, then what to think? So I was thinking that someone is glorifying himself means he is expecting the appreciation. So we are not appreciating him. That's why he is appreciating himself. Better we should appreciate why we should take him to that situation. Better we should appreciate before only. So like that I was thinking, and I asked the one brahmachari, is this understanding correct? Then he told no. He told, you are judging that person. You are judging that person. He is in need of appreciation. That's why he is glorifying himself. We don't know what is his intention. Sometimes the intention may be very good. He may want to inspire others. Like my Guru Maharaj, sometimes he tells the austerities that he did during the initial days of his brahmachari ashram in one place in America. By hearing the, it is not that he is glorifying himself, but he is inspiring the disciples. So in front of the austerities that were done, we were given so many facilities. We should be very grateful. So that is how is inspiring. It is not the, so we don't know the what is the intention of the person. So when these qualities like don't glorify yourself, Shastras are telling this is for ourselves. Whatever is the Krutasya Parikirtanam, Atmastuti, self-glorification is suicide. These are for ourselves. Prabhu Maharaj is telling, don't glorify me. This is for ourselves, not for others, not for judging others. When someone is glorifying himself, don't use this. We should not use these Shastra statements on them. See, this person is glorifying himself, he is committing suicide. We should not think like that. We should not analyze only. The Shastric statements are for our benefit. We should correct ourselves based on the Shastric statements, but do not correct others based on them. So, in that way, we should not have the, we should be humble. Humility means that one should not be anxious to have the satisfaction of being honored by others. Bhagavad Gita, 13th chapter, Amanitvam, that word meaning Prabhupada gives like this. So we should not be anxious to be respected by others. So I heard from one of the senior brahmachari here, one leader came there and he is telling that I am not getting respect. So on my birthday only, the people in the community, they are sharing the negatively about me. So what to do? So then he told, do not demand respect, command the respect. So demand respect means sometime we see the after arati, the lamb should come to me first because I am the senior most person here. Uh, So it should come to me. So the lamp is there, the Lord's lamp is there to show us respect, or we are there to show respect to the lamp. So we should not demand the respect. Of course, the statement is also similar way. This is only for ourselves. When someone else is doing, we should not judge them. But command respect. Command respect means behave in a way that people give respect. That is the way. And also I heard from my Guru Maharaj, do not expect respect from others. It is not in your control. If you are expecting respect from others, they may give or they may not give. You will always be in anxiety. Sometimes they give, sometimes they don't give. But giving respect to others, that is always in your control. So that is always in our control. We can always, that's why what is in our control, we should do properly. Giving respect to others is in our control. We should always give respect to others. But if we expect the respect, that is not in our control. We will be always in anxiety. If we are in anxiety, we will practice bhakti. So it is mentioned the Ashtanga Yoga, one should have his own asana. One should not take some other yogi's asana also. Why? That yogi sometime give, sometime he may not give. If he don't give, we'll sit for Ashtanga Yoga and we are thinking that person did not give, that person did not give. Then the mind is not under control. So that's why it is mentioned he should have his own asana. So one should not have any anxiety. So similarly here also, if we are expecting respect from others, it may come or it may not come. If it is not come, we are always in anxiety. So better is don't expect respect from others, but at the same time appreciate others. So I am not expecting any respect, and others people also should not be expecting any respect. So I will not appreciate anyone. No, we should always appreciate the other devotees for whatever the services they are doing and for whatever the dedication they are showing. By appreciating others, my Guru Maharaj mentions, by appreciating others who are advancing, we make more advancement than them. So if we see someone doing some nice service, and by appreciating, we are receiving more mercy than that person. So that's why we should always uh, eager to appreciate the devotees, and we should be not at all willing to hear our own glories. As I mentioned, once in a year, as an austerity, we see some senior devotees hearing on their birthday. And another point is appreciate in public and correct in private. So when someone is there, when they do some good service, that can be appreciated in front of everyone. But the correction part should be in private. Generally, many times we end up doing opposite. Someone does mistake, immediately we correct in front of everyone. That is actually uh, very humiliating to that person. Even if we need to correct it in the private, but appreciation can be done in the public. One of my village, I go to village once in a while. There is one person, I just told him, chant 16 rounds. So immediately he started, yeah, maybe out of sentiment or I don't know, but at least since last 12 years he chanting 16 rounds without missing, just by hearing words. And his son is in America. He went to America. His wife, the son, daughter-in-law, grandchildren, they all want to go to Niagara waterfalls. They made a plan, and this person told, I don't want to go. You keep me some food here all of you go and come back. I will just sit here and chant. And they are requesting him, please come, please come. But he told, I will not go. When he came back and told me, I was also surprised. Even if at all I go to America and if someone tells me, I will be very eager to go. I heard so much about it to see that. But this person, no, not at all interested. All the family members are requesting. This is a good point. And someone told him, you drink more water. So that is a good. So every day he is drinking the 4 liter, 5 liter. Later, in my next visit, I saw he has some urinary tract infection. He came to our home. Many people are there. In front of everyone, I told him, you are drinking so much water. That's why you got this infection like that. Then I later realized that even if at all I don't know whether that is the reason, even if it is the reason also, I should correct it in the private. Whereas the good thing, the detachment part that he has shown, that can be appreciated in the public, but correction should be done in the private. And do not delay the appreciation. So better is not to correct also. Even if we want to give the feedback, are we the right person to give the feedback? If we are the authority, then we may give. Our one of the brahmachari, he went to our senior brahmachari after his first Bhagavatam class. Can you please tell me how is my Bhagavatam class? He told, very nice, very nice. Second time also he went and asked. Third time also he went and asked. Every time he is telling nice. Fourth time he asked. Then he told one point, you are speaking too fast. After asking for several times. So we should not be very eager to give feedback to others. First of all, are we the right person? And even if that person is asking also for correction, we should be very, very careful to give that. And the DT department in our temple, they are having some complaints. The turban of Gopinath is very big. Gaurnita is very big. So they took the photos of the several previous dressings. They took to our Guru Maharaj and I inquired which turban is allowed and which is not allowed. Or my Guru Maharaj told, don't tell me the pujari name, who has dressed the turban. If you tell me the name, then I will not give any feedback. So if you don't tell, then just for the sake of future dressings, I will guide this the turban, ideal turban can be like this, like that kind of guidelines. So we should be very, very careful before giving correction to others. Even if it has to be done in an because of service, it can be done in the private only. So these are the few thoughts of about these slokas. We had seen the recap how Chaitanya Mahaprabhu inquired mother Damodar Pandit, is my mother have any devotion? So Chaitanya Mahaprabhu is telling, if we want to ask the kushala, wellness of a person, inquire about the devotion. Chaitanya Mahaprabhu did not ask Damodar Pandit, is my mother health is good? Is my mother able to get the groceries nicely? He inquired whether she has devotion. That is because that is the only wellness. If a person has devotion, that is he is well. If he don't have devotion, and he may have all material benefits, but he is not well. So Damodar Pandit told, whatever devotion you have, that is also because of your mother's mercy only. In the next Leela, Chaitanya Mahaprabhu told the Brahmanas, I will come to your home for prasad only if you are Laksheshwara, if you are having the chanting the 64 rounds, then only I will come. Then next Leela, Chaitanya Mahaprabhu inquired Keshav Bharati, why bhakti is greater than jnana? Keshav Bharati told, because the 12 Mahajanas, they all practiced bhakti. Mahajano yena gatas sapanta. And we should also follow in their footsteps. In the next Leela, Advaita Acharya encouraged all the devotees chant the holy names of Lord Chaitanya. We will chant only his names. And devotees are singing without any fear on the strength of Advaita Acharya. At that time, Lord Chaitanya came there and he heard the Atmastuti, self-glorification, and immediately he left that place to teach everyone. We should not be eager to hear our own glories. But the devotees continued the chanting. By seeing that, onlookers felt happy, but some of the Sukrutis, they felt happy, Duskrutis, they felt distressed. Then we saw how Atmastuti Chaitanya Mahaprabhu left that place, and Krishna also told Arjuna, self-glorification is like suicide. Prudu Maharaj also told, don't glorify me for the things that I have not done. Even if I have done in future, do that when I am not present. Don't do in front of me. Glorify the Lord, not an insignificant person like me. Krishna also told Uddhava, Krutasya aparikirtanam. Whatever the devotion you have done, don't advertise it. So in that way, we should not have desire to glorify ourselves or hear our glories. But when we see someone else is glorifying himself, give the benefit of doubt. He is doing that to inspire others. We should not judge them. Someone else glorifying based on the Shastric statements. Shastric statements are for our own correction, not for judging others. And we saw humility means that one should not be anxious to have the satisfaction of being honored by others. Sometimes devotees asked Prabhupada, you are looking like your guru. Prabhupada immediately replied, all that glitters is not gold. And don't demand respect, command respect. Do not expect respect from others. It is not in our control. We will be in anxiety. But we should give respect to others. Always appreciate others. By appreciating others, we will also receive more mercy than what they are receiving. And appreciate in public, correct in private. And when we see some good in others, don't postpone it. Okay, when their birthday comes, at that time I will glorify. We can do it immediately. But the correction can be delayed. But we generally do opposite. We immediately correct, and appreciation we postpone. Correction, even if we don't do immediately, that is very, very good. No need to do immediate correction. Correction can be done later also, but appreciation can be done immediately. So these are the few points we have seen. We'll stop here. In case if you want to add something related to this, you can. Yeah.
Hare Krishna, Prabhu Dandatvanam. Thank you so much, Prabhuji, for such a so beautiful class. And you gave the references from the Bhagavatam also and connected so beautifully. Whenever someone glorifies you, you should leave that place. And from Pitama was also said, and the Krishna also said same thing to Uddhava. Thank you so much, Prabhu. And Prabhuji, just I have a question. Like Prabhu, you said no, we should appreciate in public, chastisement in private. What to do, Prabhu, when mistake already happened? If we have chastised someone in public, and because of that the relationship is spoiled, what to do then, Prabhu?
Okay. Yeah. we in case if we have already chastised someone in the public, even then really, yeah, Mataji mentioned actually the consequence of doing that, what will happen? Consequence is the relationship will be spoiled. So because that person is humiliated, he feels that in front of everyone, uh, he did this. One solution I feel is we can do the antidote. Antidote means we can appreciate that person in public uh, to build that relationship back. So we whatever is done, we will not be able to. We may ask forgiveness also. Uh, I'm sorry. I have done this out of urge to speak at that time. But at the same time, next time that person birthday comes, or even if that birthday is not there, observe what are the good qualities. We can note down the good qualities of others also. Uh, there is one note in the computer where unlimited we can categories we can write down about each devotee. We can keep a page. What are the glories of that particular devotee? What services they are doing? We can note down and we can appreciate them in the public. By doing that, uh, again we may build back that relationship.
Thank you so much, Prabhuji. It's good idea to note down all the qualities in one note. Thank you so much, Prabhuji. Dear
Yeah.
devotees, if you have questions, please go ahead.
Hare Krishna, Prabhuji, Danvat Pranam.
Hare Krishna.
Excellent session, Prabhu. What a wonderful session. Especially how you explained this Atmastuti and humility. No, it's very wonderful. And of course, the last point in the humility that you mentioned, that we should always not delay while we need to appreciate others, but correction can be delayed. So I was just thinking that why to delay the correction? We can altogether forget it because
Yeah.
sometimes we don't have the authority also to correct, right?
Mm.
So, do you want to throw some light?
Yeah, that is also best actually. But sometime that is what correction, na? Even in one of the book, is Grace Gaurgopal Prabhu. He mentions he gave one excellent talk, and that person, one of the person comes and gives negative review of the class. He tells it affected me like anything. If that negative review come after 3-4 days, I might have accepted it nicely. But the moment after the class in where I am expecting something positive and the suddenly opposite thing comes, that create a very big impact, like that he writes in the Life's Amazing Secrets book. So similarly here also the timing is very important. When someone does something, even if you want to correct also, better is, as I mentioned, that Bhagavatam feedback example. After asking for several times, that the senior brahmachari gave one feedback. Similarly, my Guru Maharaj, about that turbans feedback, he told, don't tell me the name of Pujari, otherwise I will not give. So like that, if possible, better avoid only. Why we should take the better mind our own business? Why to take the uh, role of the correcting everyone? But if sometimes you may be the in charge of some department, you, so for the sake of running the service, even if we need to do, don't correct immediately on the spot. Later, uh, sit in a. I was doing like that in my department. Then one brahmachari told me, "Don't do like that. Uh, After a few days, take them to one of the room. Both of you sit, appreciate him little, whatever service he is doing. Then tell this particular correction. Then he will take it seriously." and do that in case if we have that seva.
Yes, Prabhuji. Thank you, Prabhuji. Thank you so much. Thank you for accepting our request and coming on the call. Thank you.
Hare Krishna. Thank you all
Thank
for.
you. Thank you so much, Mataji. Prabhuji, just regarding the glorification, I heard in the one class that if we don't expect glorification, if we don't glorify ourselves, Krishna will glorify us. And the example is of Srila Madhavendra Puri. Prabhuji, just a confirmation, if I have the desire for glorification, but I will not speak and I will not ask devotees to glorify me, but then Krishna will glorify me? I was just thinking that logic.
Okay. It is actually the intention that matters. Madhavendra Puri, he don't have the intention to be glorified. So that's why, as soon as he got that sweet rice, immediately he left the Ramana. But by the time he reached Puri, already everyone knows. So that's why it is mentioned Pratishta Nari Sada Kumari. Pratishta Nari, if we compare the fame to a lady, woman, she is all Sada Kumari, means she is always unmarried. Because those who don't want, whom she want to give that get married, they are running away from her, like Madhavendra Puri. And those who are running behind her, she runs away from them. So in that way, the intention is what matters. We may be, what we don't have that intention of getting glorified. That is the may not be the activity of staying quiet. Of course, it is not a. We should not use it as a skill to get glory, but we should genuinely cultivate that quality of not getting. I am a small person. I am a small servant. Whatever seva comes, I will do that.
Thank you so much, Prabhuji. I was thought that I'll use that skill. Thank you so much, Prabhuji. Intention also matters. If there are no more questions, with your permission, can we end the call, Prabhu?
Yes, thank you.
There is a question, Prabhu. Do you have time?
Okay.
Sudhakar.
Hare Krishna, Prabhuji. Wonderful class. Of course, I joined a little bit late. Just a few clarifications for my understanding. Suppose one glorifies us, okay, though we don't deserve that one or we don't have that capability. So how do we react it? That is one thing. Second thing is, though I don't know other person, but I have to glorify him, okay. So in that situation, what one should, or what conscious one should have?
Okay. Yeah. When someone glorifies us, we can say that, thank you, Prabhuji, your our Mataji. Whatever you are saying, you may be, because we know ourselves more than anyone else. Generally, they see our own, whatever the external activities, and they judge us. But internally, we know what we are. So we can tell them, thank you for glorifying, and I aspire to become like that. Whatever you are telling, these are my aspirations. I will try to become. And when we don't know anyone, when we don't know a particular person, and we were asked to speak few words about that person, at that time we can, whatever little bit we have, we no need to flattery also. Flattery means telling lies. But whatever little bit we know, we can tell. Otherwise, we don't know at all. We can tell also. I have very little association of this devotee. I aspire to get more association of him, like that. We can tell.
Thank you, Prabhuji. Thank you so much.
Thank you so much, Prabhuji. So, Prabhu, can we end the call with your permission?
Yes. Okay. Thank you.
Thank
Hare
you.
Krishna.
Dear devotees, let us pay our obeisances to Prabhuji. Vancha kalpataubhyascha
पतितानां पावनेभ्यो वैष्णवेभ्यो नमो नमः
Namah.
Koti Vaishnavind ki
Vrinda ki
jai.
jai.
Prabhupada ki jai.
Jai.
Yes, Srikanth Krishna Prabhu ki jai.
Jai.
हरे कृष्ण प्रभु जी
Thank
दंडवत
you, Prabhuji.
प्रणाम
Koti
Hare
koti
थैंक
dandavat
यू
Krishna.
वंडरफुल
pranam.
Krishna
Hare
क्लास
Prabhu.
Krishna.
Thank you,
Pranam.
Prabhu.
Hare Krishna, Prabhuji. Thank you so much. Thank you, dear devotees, for joining us. See you all tomorrow. Hare Krishna, ending the
Hare
call.